Welcome back to shed light about the increasing trade exchange on SMEs. We are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Mr. Ahmed Khattab, our economic expert. Mr. Khattab, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to all of you.
Mr. Khattab, how would increasing the trade exchange on SMEs impact the economy?
Yeah, first of all, let me focus on the key message of Al-Sisi sent to all African countries, especially when he has the chairman of Africa 2019. Yeah. And also the statement of Minister Naveen Gama, Minister of Trade and Industry, and Executive Director of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency. Dr. Naveen Gama in last his speech about the fall of SMEs change the volume and size of trade between Egypt and Africa, especially during the crisis between Russia and Ukraine and the instability in Europe. This instability in Europe will lead Egypt to be the main gate for Africa in all kinds of trade, especially in the field of SMEs. Why SMEs? Because SMEs projects will help a small entrepreneurial, especially women in Egypt and in Africa, to work together and increase the size and volume of trade. Egypt hosts every 2 years at least the Comesta Forum in Sharm el-Sheikh, and a lot of agreements and memorandum and approved memorandum take place between Egypt and African countries, especially in South and East of Africa.
Yes.
So, all these agreements will lead to increase the volume size of trade between Africa, especially have a very wonderful location, and it will be the main gate for Africa and will support the trade between Africa and all over the world. Especially we have a new Suez Canal area, and we have Suez Canal corridor, and we have a lot of benefits and benefits in the Mediterranean and the Sea. All this kind of support will increase the volume of trade between Africa and Egypt.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Khattab, how is this angle important in times of turmoil like the world is facing now, like the coronavirus pandemic and its repercussions, as well as the repercussions of the war between Russia and Ukraine?
Yeah, the crisis between Russia and Ukraine leads to instability in the market in Africa, in Europe, especially in the field of oil and gas and in the field of all raw materials. So the world is trying to depend mainly in Africa and in Arab countries like Libya and like Arab Emirates and Kuwait, in order to and Qatar, in order to support by liquid gas and also to support by a lot of raw materials. Egypt, as a key country in the Middle East and South Africa, will have a very vital and a very effective role. Especially, we have a new Suez Canal corridor, and we have a logistics area, and we have a solid relationship between Egypt and all key countries in Africa, like South Africa, Nigeria, like Sudan, like Libya, and this very good relation and will lead to Egypt to be the main country in the Middle East and in North Africa, and especially in the field of also SMEs, and especially in the field of liquid gas, because Egypt have a surplus today from liquid gas, and we try to support all countries by making export of liquid gas. In the future, we have a lot of cooperation between African countries in the field of raw material and in the field of the final finished product to make export of our material to the Europe and the American example as a final product in order to maximizing the profitability and in order to create a lot of jobs to our African citizens.
Yes.
Also, women will have a great opportunity, especially in the SMEs project, because all African women will lead the trade in the future and will support the increase in the volume of industry sector and agriculture sector, and a lot of sectors will mainly depend on the cooperation between African men and African women.
Yeah. Mr. Khattab, why actually Cairo is keen on increasing the trade exchange on the SMEs, particularly among the member states of the Common Markets for East and South Africa, the COMESA?
Yeah, and commenced large benefits from such a trade exchange, namely through the launching of the 50 million African Women Speak platform, encouraging more than 38 African state members in common market for East and South Africa, COMESA, the economic community of West African states and East African community also. This come on the occasion of the COMESA announcement that Egypt ranks first among the COMESA members in terms of the platform users according to the recent statistical conducted from July 2019 to April 2022. This platform in Egypt have sold up to 34,000 of women. I think a lot of achievements in Egypt as a key country in the Middle East and all African countries take place, and after Corona pandemic will stop, we start to invite the world to Sharm el-Sheikh, another COMESA forum, to discussing how to increase the size and the volume of trade between Egypt and all African countries. Of NCCC eventually is a very good and very solid and very good relation between the Prince of Egypt and Prince of countries like Nigeria, like South Africa, like Sudan. This good relation will reflect directly to the economic and will increase the growing trade in Egypt and will increase the volume and size of trade in Central Africa trade. I think also a lot of agreements will take place in the future aim to increase the industrial and increase the organic food industry and increase export of finished products to Europe and to America in order to support in the pandemic of Russian and Ukrainian crisis, and also support the world during the pandemic of COVID-19. So Egypt as a key country will lead the Africa in the coming 10 years, and the positive growing rate Egypt, according to Standard & Poor and the Fitch and the World Bank. This is really directed to make Egypt an open market for direct foreign investment from all African countries during the coming 10 years, especially the sustainable investment and sustainable development projects. Egypt will take place, and also November climate change conference will hit in Sharm el-Sheikh to focus in increase the green economy and increase the size of trade between Egypt and the Arab countries like the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia and some key Arab countries in the region, with cooperation with the Europe countries like Germany and France. We know Egypt have a good and good relation with all countries all over the world, even with America, for example, USA. All this good relation was reflected positively to increase in the industrial field, increase in agriculture field, increase in more production of electricity, and we aim to increase the export side of electricity to Jordan and to Libya and to South Africa and Sudan, and we really would connect it, and we have conventional energy power, which is green power, will aim to increase the value of export of green and solar energy power all over the world, and aim to increase export of liquid gas all over the world, especially we have a profitability as a result they increase the volume of liquid gas, and Egypt aims to connect directly with through tube with Europe in order to facilitate the export of liquid gas. And I think we have a lot of the chance in also cooperate in mining fields, especially in gold. We have to carry gold fields, and a lot of offshore oil and gas will be covered during the two coming years. And we will most update it in the agricultural field by 2024, and also we will have an organic food, and we aim to increase the percentage of export, especially in the agricultural products, even if we are in the face of pandemic corona, 33% in the export of fresh food from Egypt all over the world.
Yes, indeed. Mr. Ahmed Khattab, our economic expert, many thanks for being with us today, and always a pleasure to listen to your precious input. And the joint committee between Libya's parliament and the High Council of the state on the constitutional track has reached an initial consensus on a draft constitutional decision for the war-torn country. The UN Secretary General Special Advisor on Libya, Stephanie Williams, voiced positivity